Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Today is Saturday, the 9th day of March 2024. Happy weekend. I bring you news update. The Southeast has suffered rape, loss of husbands, and loss of sons, and denial of livelihoods. Yes, that's owing to the activities of the Army, DSS, police, and other state actors. Yes, that is what the report stated. The Peace and Justice Committee set up by the governor of Anambra State. So, the reports further stated that women were some of the worst hit victims, as they have suffered and might continue to suffer from killings, rape, loss of husbands, and loss of sons, and denial of livelihoods. It noted that the restiveness and killings had resulted to a structural problem of demographic sustainability because women were finding it difficult to find mating partners. Yes, to find husband. The army, the military, the police, and those people who call themselves state actors, what they are doing in the Southeast, they have killed these young people. Youth, that's men. That is what the report is saying. So the young people, particularly the male, okay? So these people, these guys, they have killed many of them. And of course, the young people, the girls, the young girls, the women that are yet to be married. So, are they going to find husband? The report is saying it will be very difficult for them to find a mating partner, a husband, because people will not come from the moon to marry them. Those people that will marry them, these people have killed them. These guys, these marauders, these terrorists, they have sent them to their early graves. And so the youth, talking about the young girls now, the women in their youthful days, yet to be married, they are finding it very difficult to get a mating partner, to get a husband. Yes, that's what the report is saying. So the report said, the activities of these state actors, in quote, has reduced the likelihood that women will be able to find suitable mating or manageable partners, while also increasing the likelihood that females will end up unmarried and reproductively unfulfilled. The report stated that it will further swell the number of unmarried women in the region, particularly among those who reside in the homeland and have limited interaction outside the boundaries of home. Yes, when you stay at home, you are in the Southeast, and you're a woman, and this thing has happened, the male partners, the young people, male, in their, in their prime, has been killed. So you that stays in the Southeast, how are you going to get someone to marry you? That's what the report is saying. So particularly those who are not having interaction outside the homeland, Southeast, so they are finding it very difficult to meet husbands, those who marry them, because the police, they have killed the people that will marry them. The army have sent them to the early graves. The DSS, through their evil activities, have continued to decrease the number of young men that will have access to these women and marry them and give them fulfillment as women. That's what is happening. The report said, look, it said, these women could remain unmarried for wait out their productive years in search of a suitor who has likely been killed. They say, I'll wait for a suitor who has been likely been killed. Said they will be waiting and waiting for Godot. It will not come. Or they will wait and marry late in life when they wear out their reproductive years. Yes. So the report said they may feel intimidated about giving birth to a child outside marriage for fear of being labeled wayward and humiliating their families for birthing children into illegitimacy. Have you seen it? Yes. So that is it. They will always want to be married because that is the Igbo customs and tradition. Igbos don't like people, our customs don't condone people who married or who give birth without marriage. Yes, you have to be married according to the custom and tradition of the people. Legally, yes, the custom will actually, be in consonance. You have to be in tandem with customs in terms of giving birth. Don't go and give birth outside wedlock, and you'll be seen as, bringing shame to your family. Yes, we remember in those days, if you gave birth as a woman, unmarried woman, and you got pregnant, for the fact you have been impregnated by a man who is not your husband, you will pay a fine of 5,000 in the early 90s. Yes, typically of the Igbo tradition. Many communities adopted that in Igbo land in late 80s, early 90s. If your daughter got impregnated by any man, not his husband, not her husband, so the parent will pay 5,000. You check the equivalent of that 5,000 in late 80s and early 90s. You know how much it is now. So that is the level. That is how stiff, that is how stringent the measures were then to make sure that people were deterred from getting pregnancy outside wedlock or before getting married. You seen it? So the activities of these people, these gangs, you have seen what it has resulted, because they are chasing people who are agitating for their freedom. That's all. If you see what happened when they started the bag in Imo State, you marvel. This report is majorly in Anambra State. If you go to Imo State, you see what a bag did in conjunction with the Nigerian army. The level of carnage. The young people, when we talk about young people, they are male now. They are not female. They are male. All these killings every day, killings. They are male. They are young men. They are not female. They are not women. They are male. They are decreasing their numbers on their basis. Oh, killings! They have killed 200. They have killed 300. They are all young men. Young men. Everybody young men in their prime. And so this is what they have caused, and the means of livelihood. Yes, because some of these women, they even have husbands. Some of these men, they are married too. Yes, the report did not touch even that place. Some of these women, they are married and they have lost their husbands. Okay, they touched it. They said it. Loss of husbands. Thank you. So those women who have lost their husbands, well, how are they getting their means of livelihood? They are their breadwinners. The breadwinners of families. They have been killed. Okay? So this is it. It's real. It happened owing to people are demanding for their freedom. Freedom. Just the freedom. They will send these terrorists to go and decrease the number of young people. You've seen it. So that's why the BLA and working to send them packing out. That's why they will continue to meet their Waterloo. That's why they will continue to decrease in numbers. As the community side is to decrease the number of young men. Their numbers will continue to decrease. As they put these women, making them to be widows. Then instead they will become themselves, their wives will be widowed too. Yes. So that is it. Allow the people of the Southeast to have the agitation for their freedom. It's peaceful, enshrined in the United Nations Charter. It's freedom of, to decide where they will stay, where they will belong. It's there, even in the Nigerian Constitution. Freedom of association